Hi, my name is Casey Kirk, and I will be talking about the ITA coordinator and front desk receptionist positions that I researched for this project. A little bit about myself. I am about to graduate with a degree in psychology and a degree in law and justice, both bachelor's. I decided to choose the position for an ITA coordinator position and the front desk receptionist position because I was very interested in both of them and I'm really not sure which one I want to go for yet. So, like I just said, this quarter I am graduating with my bachelor's in law and justice and a bachelor's in psychology. I am currently working at Fairfax Behavioral Health in Kirkland. I work in medical records right now. I was on the floor working with patients for 9 months before that. Currently, I've been working in medical records for 6 months. And after I graduate with my degree, I plan to move out of medical records and either into the ITA coordinator position or change jobs completely and go and work for PSPC, Puget Sound Psychiatric Centers, as a receptionist. So a little bit about the ITA coordinator position at Fairfax. So currently, like I said, I work at Fairfax, and the mission statement is help, hope, and healing. I've been at Fairfax for the last year and a half, and I want to now learn more about the ITA coordinator position and its job responsibilities. The position I applied for was a full-time position as the ITA coordinator, which is in the Involuntary Treatment Act. This job is a lot of responsibility. A lot of our patients are involuntary, so we have to be able to petition the court for stays for if we feel that a patient needs to stay with us longer. So the position summary, this is what I pulled up when I was online when I was applying for the position. It says, join Fairfax Behavioral Health today and provide help, hope, and healing. We currently have an available opportunity for an ITA coordinator in our Kirkland, Washington hospital. Fairfax currently has 3 different locations, one at Everett in the Providence building, one in Monroe at Evergreen Health Monroe, and the full building at Kirkland. The position itself is for the total coordination of adult and adolescent Involuntary Treatment Act patient services. This works with the courts, the public defenders, monitoring agencies, therapists, families, psychologists, case managers, and physicians. This maintains statistics to document workload, trends, and outcomes. We also assist the PAT team, the patient assessment team, program, and supports the intake and case management function. So the requirements that they listed were a bachelor's degree or equivalent combination of education and experience, a minimum 1 year experience in a related clinical field, and you need to have a valid Washington State driver's license. Currently, I do not have the bachelor's degree, but I have been working at Fairfax for the last year and a half, and I do have the minimum 1 year experience of related clinical experience by working on the floor. And I have a valid Washington State driver's license. So the reason I had applied for this position was the fact that it would work for both of my degrees. The manager of the ITA team actually came to me and asked me what I was planning on doing with my degrees since she knew that I was going to be getting a degree in law and a degree in psychology. She wanted that as a valuable asset to the company and to the team that we would be working for. Another really good aspect is that I already know my doctors and the case managers that I would be working with. I've been working with them, like I said, for the last year and a half, and in medical records I worked even closer with them to help them with their daily tasks, to get the paperwork that they needed, and to make sure that all of their documentation was correct. The second position that I applied for was a front desk receptionist position at PSPC Puget Sound Psychiatric Center. This would be a part-time position instead of a full-time position, which I currently have, but that would give me the time to be able to focus on more schooling if I wanted to. Online, it talks about how they are currently looking for a front desk office assistant and medical assistant. When I called them to talk to them about the job, they did say that they only have part-time currently, but they were looking for full-time eventually. So this would be a great way to get my foot in the door, to be able to learn about an outpatient provider setting with outpatient services. The education that they needed was at least a high school diploma. I have my associates and I'm about to get my bachelor's degree, so I made sure to let them know that I was very into psychology and I wanted to learn more. They also said that they needed 1 year of medical field experience. Working at Fairfax Behavioral Health for the last year and a half gives me that experience, and working in medical records gives me the office experience that I need. They did say that they are willing to train the right candidate if they need to, which is a great thing for me because I've never been a receptionist before, but I have worked as a receptionist part-time and only for a few hours at Fairfax when they needed the help. So the main reason I went and applied for Puget Sound Psychiatric Centers was I know the doctors that started it. Dr. Kamal Mustafa and Dr. Jamal Mustafa both work at Fairfax Behavioral Health, and I have worked with them on the floor as well as in medical records. I talked to Kamal more than I have Jamal, but Kamal thinks that I would be a very good asset to the company since I'm about to get my bachelor's degree. He knows how hard I work and how much I like to help him and others, but this would give me a chance to learn about the outpatient setting. Like I said, I've been working in inpatient for the last year and a half. I think it's time for me to expand my knowledge and learn more about the outpatient settings. So my decision, I had applied for both of these jobs, and I actually do find out Friday about the receptionist job at PSPC. I am hoping to get the job at PSPC to expand my knowledge. Like I said, I love Fairfax and I've worked there for a very long time now, at least a year and a half as long. But I think it's time to move on and step up a little bit more and see where I can go at PSPC. After I work as an office receptionist for a little bit, they do actually have an externship available for me to work under some of the doctors that I already know and know their style, know their paperwork. I think I would be a valuable asset to both of these jobs, and I'm hoping to get one of them. Thank you for listening to my presentation.